with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to... The Golden Flashes will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Air Force's offense has the ball first today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does the guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over.
There he goes. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the option, he'll keep it himself. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Falcons decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Golden Flashes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 2nd down coming up. On the option. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Complete downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Works the middle. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Ballman trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing two really good defenses go at it today.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll pull it on the read. Quick spin on the run. Gets it past the marker. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The give is to Garcia. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is.
Illegal forward pass.
He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
The Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Harris. And the Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
You know what time it is. It's fourth down.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Under fire. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab at the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
He'll toss it. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Goes to the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to bully their way in. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Now on the option. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Hand off to the fullback. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Martin. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The golden flashes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Runs for the tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense